Hello friends! The results of the Tapas and Kickstarter contest are finally out. The winners are out and I didn't win. So today I'm going to work on my first sketchbook spread, trying some new materials, chat about the sting of defeat and share how to get over it. Let's talk about material first. I use an Ohuhu A4 mixed media sketchbook. On one page I'll test their alcohol markers, and on the other I'll use Arrtx acrylic markers that I stole from my husband. I am not sponsored, obviously. Finally, I'll touch up both pages with some Arrtx colored pencil. I wish I could tell you that I had a concept in mind for this spread, but I just wanted to play around with the markers and relax after the contest. So I chose to draw some kind of a modern priestess or seer. You can interpret her as you like. I just grabbed some of my favorite colors and made it work. Honestly, I just needed a pause from my screen after the contest and just have fun. But the pause stretched until now. I was kind of waiting around and procrastinating. I said in my last video that I wanted to create more one-shots while I was thinking about my magnum opus. Well, I wrote a silent one-shot with a lot of things that I can't draw yet, so I got intimidated and I did nothing. I just waited around and never got around that emotion. And talking about emotion, the defeat stings a little. I will load for 2 days. I promise to be honest on this channel. I had 2 voices in my head, one realistic and one still hopeful. No one enters a contest without hoping to win. Even if my drawings weren't perfect, I hoped that the story could make it. And for sure I wanted the prize money. I dreamed about buying myself a hurdy-gurdy or hurdy-gurdy. I really don't know how it is pronounced, but it's an instrument that costs a leg and sounds like medieval times, so you know why I'm so... yeah. Guess I'll start saving up now. I was full of hope, I was invested in the story, and I saw some progress in my style, so in short, that's why it stung. I hoped too much. What doesn't soften the blow is, we can't know why I didn't make the cut. Is the story lame? Did I miss the prompt? Or did the drawing sucks? If you've read it, I'd appreciate some feedbacks. Link in the description. Thank you! How I got over it? I wallowed a bit until I noticed that I was focused too much on myself. The most important thing that I forgot is that it's an international contest, and I theoretically measured up against the whole world, and there are some great artists out there. I just needed a reality check. What I can advise you, and as a pep talk for myself, is wallow in the defeat for a bit. Acknowledge that it was pretty courageous to enter a contest, and above all, an international one. Know that losing doesn't erase the pride of finishing something, and be proud of what you did. Also, maybe get some feedbacks from peers if you can, because not knowing what you could do differently is a bit frustrating and makes you think the worst of yourself. And most importantly, get back on the horse. Now that my mind is free, I'm going to finally work on my third one-shot, the one that I'm afraid of. If the last one were dipping a toe out of my comfort zone, this one is a full jump outside, naked. I'll share some more in another video once I have character design and script progress. And on another subject, my social media presence is growing slowly. Very slowly. I get some bursts of creativity and motivation some days and work on posting, and some days not so much. I need to get the hang out of my emotions because working based on them is never good. but still struggle about content creation, and I struggle to find the right rhythm, the right schedule, and yeah, I need to do some more effort. So my Instagram has 13 followers right now, and YouTube 6 subscribers. To our family members. Thank you, and it's a bit awkward that you know what I'm rambling about out here. The rest of you, thank you very much for listening to a stranger. You're probably thinking you just have 4 subscribers, relax. Imagine 4 persons looking over your shoulder while drawing. That's a lot, and I'm thankful. I also got 4 actual subscribers on my one-shot, 4 actual person that read it and liked it enough to subscribe, and that made me very happy. Always rejoice about the little win, because piled up it makes a big difference. So, a little heads up now that actual people outside of my family are subscribed. I'm planning some rebranding for my channel and social media. I did some actual research choosing my pen name, and no one had it at the time. I have so few people actually following me, so I think making some change is smart from my side. It is very frustrating, but what can we do? If you made it until the end of the video, thank you for listening to me rambling. Hope to see you soon. Bye!